Let's
Look,
go.
listen. I done been on big ships. I done been on little ships.
Yo, I
Mm-hmm.
just got
But
that
the
new
best
thing for
thing
the
in
summer.
life is
Now I need me a boo
friendships.
thing for
Bet
the
that up,
summer.
Reno.
We can kick it like Luke Kane for the summer. You can't tie me up though. Shit, I don't even tie shoestrings for the summer. I just let them hang like a new chain for the summer. Speaking of, I double the Cubans for the summer. Black girlfriend, like really? 2 chains for the summer? But I done blue chains on a few things.
The primary purpose of the CAF podcast is to express platform for creatives to express their personal views or opinions without restriction or censorship. All views or opinions expressed during the CAF podcast are solely those of individuals expressing such views or opinions and does not reflect the views of the CAF podcast.
Summertime in the cap, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna skip it. I'm just gonna skip it. It's summertime in the cap, but finally, when they say when you put stuff in the atmosphere, somehow, some way it come to fruition. And we've been trying to get a seductive interview with somebody who know what they're doing, first of all, somebody who know what they're talking about, first of all, and somebody who's willing to have a conversation. And I don't know how we found you, but we found you.
Yeah.
But I am so excited for this episode tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because we get nasty. We talking seductive. We gonna be talking sensuals for all
Put
y'all.
the babies to bed.
Listen, don't even put them to bed. Pack a bag, send them to Meemaw house because we
Right.
about to get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the one and only Ms Beautee is in the calf with us. Ms Beautee, welcome to the calf.
Thank you. Finally, I'm here.
Finally.
Here. Yes.
Finally.
Yes.
Like this episode, I'm just want to let you know right now. This how bad I've been waiting on this. As I got my cigar.
And I didn't even like mine. If I would have known we was doing that.
I got.
Oh, so we matching tonight?
I got my blindfold.
Okay.
And then it came with silk handcuffs where you put their hands in and you just tie. So it ain't like handcuffs, but it's real silky. I got all that because I ordered this off Amazon like 5 months ago, and I've been waiting to do
it. You are ready. You are ready. Okay. That's what I'm here for.
We just put it on. We just keep it here.
All right. Come on.
This stuff I've been ready to use and I've been waiting for somebody to teach me. I've been watching, 50 Shades of Dark and all that stuff, but it's good to listen to somebody. But
yeah,
before we get to it, the first question, Ms Beautee, that we ask everybody in the calf, we stole this from Charlemagne the God.
Okay.
How is your mental health?
Pretty good. Under the weather a little bit today, so it was kind of tricky, but overall I've been pretty good. My vanilla life. So if you ever hear me talk about vanilla or my kink, these things, they kind of intertwine in some spaces, but they're a little bit separate. So my vanilla life has been keeping me busy and I'm happy about it. I'm a professional makeup artist, so it's bridal season. So yeah, so it's bag time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and but I feel good. Yeah.
So let me go back. So is it vanilla life, kinky life?
Yeah. Yeah.
Vanilla is the person who paid the bills.
Yeah. Well, the kinky paid the bills too, but yeah.
Okay, paid the bills too. Well, let's put out vanilla. The government recognized.
Yeah, or individuals that do not partake in anything of a subculture, whether if it's BDSM, kink, or fetish. So
hold on that because we're gonna get to now. The next question.
Okay.
Because I don't know your relationship status, but during the pandemic, I didn't see white women, Asian, Mexican, Russian, you can name it. I only saw a lot of black women getting attacked on Twitter and everything. So this question we always ask women when we had to switch it up.
Yeah.
Do you have something to protect yourself, and are you licensed to protect yourself?
Yeah, I'm Arkansas raised. I've been shooting since I was 6. So once I left my dad's house, my parents' house, he said, pick one. I'm not gonna always be with you. So take care of yourself. And I'm newly divorced. So even with that, being really single and not married anymore is really just me. And I got divorced during the pandemic. So yeah, my life changed completely. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm really a single woman out here. Yeah.
So we asked that question because it's probably been happening for years, but when everybody couldn't go outside and you just on Twitter and you just seeing these videos over and over and over, it's like, That's why we always ask black women. We don't tell them if you do have something, you ain't got to tell them, but maybe put 2 in the air or maybe 1 in his leg or her who's attacking you.
Absolutely. Even if I can't carry that with me, I have at least 1 or 2 of my blades tucked somewhere. You wouldn't even know I had it. Yeah. So, and it's crazy because, you know, technically being in sex work and even my vanilla life, you'll be amazed at the stories that I hear. And just, you know, someone that's familiar with doing your work or, you know, seeing you on someone's TikTok or whatever. And the thing, what I see is people feel like they have this way of feel like they have access to you because of what they see. Like, well, I paid for your subscription. Like, what's his name on Players Club? Like,
right. Myron?
Byron?
Myron.
Yeah, like that. Like, thank you, but you don't have access to me like that. That's not how that works. And it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Because, and I hate to say it because I think since March, there has been 6 black women killed, and they all been killed by either their ex-boyfriend or ex-husband.
Yeah.
The last one, the girl graduated cum laude from Kennesaw State, and just because he broke up with, she told the boyfriend, "I don't want to be with you more," killed.
Yeah. I can relate to something similar to that story. That's why I'm saying.
So that's why and that's why we tell black women, have something to protect yourself at all times, because
stay off the phone, like pay attention to your surroundings, because you'll be amazed at what you look like because you're so vulnerable going to the ATM. Everyone in my tribe, when I go somewhere, like they know where I'm at. If I'm Ubering or whatever, there are 4 people in my life here in Houston, even back home in Arkansas, they know where I'm at all times. So, I watch too much ID channel for this shit.
Well, now that we got the preliminaries out the way, we finna get to the nasty. But we not talking about Netflix and chill.
No.
We not talking about Pound Town. We talking about how to get things popping, and whenever you with your mate or whatever. But I gotta ask you, Ms Beautee.
Yeah.
How did this start for you?
Oh, wow. So I've always been comfortable with my sexuality as long as I can remember. Before I even really knew what being queer was or pansexual was. So that was the first part of me understanding and not fighting what I felt when I saw a man and a woman. So that was the first part of it, is me really understanding. I come from small town USA. Me and Queen, we come from the same place. So it's a lot of, I'm from Bluff, I am from Crime Bluff, yes. So, you know, just your surroundings and what doesn't feel safe to you to be open. So I would kind of just explore outside of where I'm from. And fast forward, met my now ex-husband. He knew who I was. He knew I was poly. I've been poly before it was a thing. So that was another part of it. So understanding what I like to get into, how I like to date, how I do that ethically, and understand like I'm into certain things that probably the average person's not into. So fast forward, back in 2010, I started going to a lot of our lifestyle clubs here in Houston. So at the time, it was a lot of swinging happening. So you know, I would go with my girls. I don't know if you ever read any of the Zane books and stuff like that. So we would go out as a unit together and just explore in these clubs. Well, for a while, for me, after a while, the fucking was cool, but I saw someone that was getting topped, which means paddling on a swing. And I was like, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go over here. Like, and on and off for those couple of years, and now that I'm single, so the past 5 years I've been really active in BDSM and kink. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a in and out.
I gotta send this to Quita.
Okay. Quita's a sweetheart, man. I've been on Quita for some years. Yeah.
So you're at the club, you see the paddling, and you're like, this is different.
Yeah.
Like, so when you first saw it and you went over there, was you like, I want to watch first, or did you like jump head first? Like, give it to me.
Definitely voyeur. I was definitely a voyeur from the jump. I don't know if it's a Scorpio in me or just like how my brain works. When I see something that's not of something so traditional, I saw both of the power exchange. I saw the bliss in her eyes being paddled here and his passion and excitement for doing something that had nothing to do with penetration to make her feel good. And I was like, I like this. Like, what is this? I want to get into this. What is this? And at the time, it wasn't so much of the BDSM part of it in the sex clubs because it was mostly just couple swapping and fucking. But anytime I will go, for the most part, you have your fun, but I'm like, y'all know where to find me. I'm gonna go see who's swinging from the fucking ceiling because that shit is hot to me.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. And so, because like it's what we are. I just wanted to start there because to give people like some people think it's just somebody just straight freaks or they just want to. No, it's something to it because I can say this for myself. Dating older women, them, you got to know something else than just straight Pound Town.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. And I know for me, I'll be 40 in 4 months. So a lot of my people that are in the kink community, a lot of us are mid-30s, 40s, a little older, whatever. It's such a safe space and community because it's like, of course, we can get dick and pussy everywhere. But
anywhere.
Yeah. If I want to just get strung up and, set on fire with a blade, then I have someone that I can trust that's educated in this to do that for me. Because it's definitely more than just the physical part. For me, it's even spiritual. I even talked to my therapist about it.
Oh, you're killing my question because I was gonna go that route. Ooh, you killing my question
because
I'm gonna ask that other question because I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of sexual therapy for you?
It's therapy altogether because one thing that I learned about people that are getting more into it now, we weren't interacting with people for how many years? So just physical touch alone, a lot of people were deprived.
Yep.
So not even just the sexual part, like for me, depends on if I'm the one that's topping or getting topped or whatever. I don't have to have sex once I'm done. I came from spanking. I came from hot wax being poured on my back, Yeah. I don't have to have sex. Sometimes I don't have to have sex at all. And that's the misconception of what we're into, because when people see us in private parties or sex clubs, this place is for that, but we get looked at crazy, some of us, when there's not a let's sneak off into the corner, for a little I'm blissing out here as it is. So I'm not gonna be here with you, especially if we don't have that connection. It's not gonna work.
I'm gonna just say this from your pictures. That's the whole vibe I get. Like, it's nothing about your pictures where it's like, let me put it like this: your pictures, if they do make it to a porn site because there's somebody put them there, your pictures that you could put on the wall, like for sipping paint.
I love, which my stuff is on a couple of sites. I don't know if you follow Black Touch, but if not, that is someone.
No, I did. I think that's on. Because for those who don't go, make sure y'all go follow her on Instagram. Because if you go to her link, it's a whole bunch of stuff.
And that's the safe for work stuff. Like you send out my Twitter because in this you have to have safe for work and not safe for work. What y'all see on Instagram is a microcosm of my world.
Put it like this: for those who go follow Instagram, that is PG-13.
That is very PG.
PG-13. If you go down that rabbit hole, whoo.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole, and that's what people are starting to kind of see now. Like a lot of us that are doing content, more of our BDSM stuff, that sometimes can be incorporated in sex. Because my content, I don't have sex in my content.
Right.
All my stuff is strictly BDSM, kink, and fetish. That's it.
Yes.
So when people see that being incorporated or not at all, you'll be amazed at how many couples like DM me like, I didn't know
Beauty,
what to
stop
expect.
killing my questions.
I'm
But keep talking.
sorry.
Keep talking. I'm not gonna stop you. Go.
Yeah, I'm proud of it because what I do, to me, I'm an artist, and
Yes.
it's truly part of my art form. Like you see the floggers and you see all of that, but it's like what I see when I'm in that moment of it and doing that with people. We're creating music, we're creating art with one another, and I love it. And people look like us who do it.
Yes, and I'm starting to see that it's not just because growing up, I can say this, sneaking off in the room and watching real sex. You didn't see too many black people, except for
No.
one. Oh my God! It was an episode where they did the poetry.
Yeah.
That was all black. That was interesting, and I remember seeing that when I was 12. But
Yeah.
now older,
Yeah.
it's literally if you see single people in there, it's maybe a handful. It's usually couples.
Yeah. And it's just becoming a
Husband
more
and wife.
mixture. Yeah. It's really becoming a mixture because me, myself, and a lot of us, we don't really necessarily date vanilla. It's kind of hard to date once you kind of really deep dive into your bagginess. You kind of stick with your own in a way, you know, and not even in a space where, no one's not good enough or whatever, but also the individual has to be open to learning and not really trying to put kink and all this in the same bag with sex. It's very hard for the average person to not put those things together. And I get it. It's very, they are together, but you have to kind of want to be open to mental stimulation. That's another thing. And people are scared of showing their hands in their cards of what they feel is safe. We're not taught to feel safe. Oh, that's that white folk shit. You know how many times I hear that? How many times I hear that? How many times under the comments or whatever? Oh, y'all niggas wild and y'all over here.
No, it's just we like, and once again, like this podcast has really opened me up a lot. Not like that, but just opened my mind that.
Yeah. And if so.
Well, I mean, hey, but there are different. There's black people, and then every black person is not the same. Every black person is not going to strip clubs. Every black people are not going to swinger clubs. There are some who do. It's just some people level is different.
Yeah, it's so different. I get bored at strip clubs. You know what? I go to strip clubs to scout new makeup clients. I don't even go for, I don't go for that necessarily anymore. And me and my ex used to live in the strip clubs. But for me now, that's where I found most of my clients. My first real deal, getting my skills and how my makeup looks under these flashy ass lights. Even with that, it's sexy. Of course, I love it, but I was scouting a bag.
Well, me and you different because I was spinning a bag because I am a strip club
that too.
junkie.
Look,
I am a
they knew what's my name and everything.
I am a strip club junkie. I even hear the word strip club. I mean, I ain't got before $40, but I still go.
Right. We gonna get some wings. Look.
Especially when they had Onyx in Dallas. Yeah. Oh my God, that food was so good.
It was good. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
It was. Yeah.
I'm reminiscing. Reminiscing, baby. Reminiscing. Okay. Now, let me get back on track. Okay, so in today's time, everybody want to be, well, you hear dudes. I'm gonna stick to black men and I'm gonna keep it black. They were like sneaky link, Netflix and chill, but there are some black men who are lacking in the sexual seduction.
Yeah.
What would be some things you would, if you had a master class, what would be some things that you would teach them how to get that woman to just be on fire before they even penetrate?
Real talk.
Ms. Beautee, I need you to give me the 411 because people are gonna be watching this.
It's gonna get kind of deep, and I'm not trying to get in my yellow bag, but a lot of that stems from them not feeling like it's a safe space to do what they do with women. Sometimes you'll be amazed at what a man possibly will want to try with someone if he has the safe space to unlock something else. See, that's surface level. Anybody can pound town. Anybody can, ooh, she look good in this, whatever, after this dinner, whatever. A lot of people lack when it comes to intimacy with self, even before they even get with somebody. So they don't even know how to be intimate. They don't even know how to get to the point of, as my dad would say, you know, some shooby dooby shit first before, and I get it. Media, social media, all of this is stripping of what it feels to be safe. Nobody feels safe. So I'm gonna do what's gonna get me here, and that's it. And after a while, that shit gets old. It gets real old. It gets real old fast. You know, it's hot and heavy in the beginning. But you may, you know, thought about something one day, scrolling on Twitter, whatever, and like, dang, you know, I bet my girl would be, you know, I don't know. No, I'm gonna sit here and talk shit about it though. And then you add to the windmill of this fuck shit of a safe space of laughing something off that you may possibly be into. Some people don't find a village. So with that, it's definitely about unlocking some shit with men about what it is to them, what feels safe and intimate first. You're not gonna, I don't care what you say to me, whatever you quote, whatever podcast something, I can sniff out when someone really is not in tune with themselves or feels safe. So if I say, okay, you into getting your ass licked, cool. And he looks like, well, whoa, have you had the safe space to do that? But a lot of times, I hate it when my women, we weaponize it. So it's a cycle. It's a cycle. Nobody's being free. Nobody's being free. So if anything, definitely talk more about intimacy. What does that look like to them first? Before we even get to this shit, what does that look like to you? What feels safe to you? What is sexy to you? And let's see if we can match that.
So what do you do to the, well, and let me switch it, I'm gonna reverse it. What did you say to the men who do come to them with something and then they hit it with going with that gay shit?
It's exhausting. And one thing a lot of my women don't want to hear, that shit came from us. That shit came from us. That shit came from what we saw our dads and be clear, of course, there's not, as long as we've been here, we have not been able to be ourselves as a culture. So it's like, man, the fuck up. No, we're not doing that. No, you finna beat me over like this, and this shows power when you hem me up this way. Like it doesn't have to be that way, but it starts with us in a lot of spaces of not providing that safe space and weaponizing the shit. Well, nigga, you let me, what's the Kevin Hart skit where he was talking about when they,
H.S.
Yeah, whatever we did in this moment of what we did is gonna stay there. And a lot of the times is that people have everyone in their bedroom, and I'm not talking about nothing sexy. Trauma, shame are some top things. I always ask girls sometimes when I do lessons or we have these conversations, is your mom in the room or you fucking? To stop acting like it. Stop acting like it. Your mama she not here. This is the most vulnerable, open space for you to be as wild as you want to be right here. Stop acting like your mama here.
Come on now.
Stop acting like your mama here. Stop acting like your church members here. Stop acting like your coworkers are here.
Come on.
Because that's a real thing for people, us, especially us. We hold our cards so close. Yes. You know, I've watched women, I've been around other wives. They talk about the jobs and the degrees and all this other shit. And somebody may say something cute or freaky. Vanilla's fuck to me, but, and it's kind of like oh, okay, well, you did that? Well, I may do a little something like, I don't know. Ooh, girl. And then it's the bouncing of the judgment. And then that's when you start to withdraw.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm so glad you said that, because I always say, if a woman, and I'm not saying go out there just have sex, I'm saying, but if a woman only know two positions, laying on her back and get hit from the back, like, baby, those are prostitutes' positions.
Yeah, pillow princesses, but it's a lot of things with it that it's you'll when I say blockage, it's real. Trauma's real. How we carry in our hips is real. How we don't feel as safe as you may feel. And these are real conversations. I've been on both sides of the coin with it. You know, we're always here. We're always here. We're always, I got a load of clothes.
Ms. Beautee, I gotta ask you that question. Why are we here in this moment? We're both naked. Just hypothetical for some stupid person out there think we're doing it. But right now, me and you naked, we about to do what we do. Why do people be here?
Because we don't have a safe space to dump anywhere else before we even get in the room. Before you just really, you in the shower, you just got off work. You in the shower thinking about that project that you got to finish by Friday. But you kind of horny. You kind of hungry. Your wife looking kind of cute. Sometimes we come to release the stress, but it's not coming from a place of, I want pleasure with my partner. We don't have safe spaces to dump certain things. So all that shit comes to the bedroom. That's what ED, dryness, all that. It's a mental thing. So nobody really has these safe spaces to kind of release a little something so I can be more here with you. And we could connect on a better level. Because now I'm just in the moment. I am kind of horny. I am about to probably be on my cycle next week. So let me go on and get him something real quick. It's all that shit. That's taken away from the moment.
Man, we got Ms. Beautee with us in the calf, summertime in the calf, and we talking. Oh, this is the conversation I've been waiting to have, and finally we got somebody to talk about it. Oh, Ms. Beautee, you the best. Okay, now let's get off that. Let me ask you a question. So, if you had to choose, if you about to get down, what are you listening to? 112 or Jagged Edge?
Cue my Slim to Run. Of course, 112.
112 or Jodeci?
112. I don't want to holler in my goddamn ear when I'm sorry. I'm too into it with myself to I can't, yeah.
112 or Dru Hill?
Ooh, I can't pick albums. Dru Hill. Yeah.
Do that. Just throw that little kink out there. I just want to hear it. Don't worry, we got a little more questions, gang. But
I love it.
I feel like I'm probably because I wrote down a lot, but I feel like the way we going, it's gonna be a part 2.
Why was I thinking that when I was getting ready? I said, let me find. I'm probably not gonna be. It's not gonna be my only time on here because there's so much I still want to share and educate people on. Absolutely.
And that's the point. We got to get to a point where, because you be on social media, you hear black men arguing with black women and black women arguing with black men, and then now with everything going on, you got the LGBTQ community coming on. It's like, hey, when are we gonna get back to loving each other?
It's tough because especially when you wear both. I'm pansexual, so when you wear both and see these topics, it's exhausting. It's hurtful. And like I said, it's to a point, we're so hurt and we're so mad that nobody's laying their cars out and or surrendering without it feeling like it's gonna be thrown back or not feeling like, I'm being weak. It doesn't have to be that. Like, you get tired. I always ask people sometimes, you ain't tired? You ain't tired of cigarette? Like, you ain't tired with that bullshit? What is this fight for? For the likes? For the debate? And sometimes I really want people with the social media shit. People have to start using their fucking social media discernment. People got to understand what's a bait to get your ass in that conversation, and they'll sit back and watch. They're watching. They're watching that back and forth. They're clocking them likes and shit, monetizing. Pick your battles, because you take that shit to the cookout, you take that shit to the barbershop, everywhere. And it's cool. Have the conversation. Have them. But some people got to learn when to kind of separate that shit.
Yeah, I come to the point like, what's the answer?
That's it. Absolutely. So why are we here?
What's the answer? Okay, I get it. You said that, got you. You said that, got you. Okay, now what are we gonna do about it?
Now what? Well, I'm just saying.
Okay, but what you gonna do about it? I mean, like, what you gonna stop dating black women?
That part, absolutely.
So now, let me let me get into some real deeper stuff because somebody will see you. They'll go to your Instagram. They'll go to your Twitter, which is, oh my God, your Twitter. Then they will go to the links and they'll be like, well, basically, and I'm pretty sure you heard this, she ain't nothing but a hoe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We all are. That's our running joke. I'm so happy that I did some living even when I was married. Like I still went out. I still, even before we got married, I still dated. Like I was poly. I was poly. My ex-husband wasn't. So I was even operating in a space of understanding what's going on in the streets. So, and I've been around sex workers as long as I can remember. So understanding that everything is business and possibly transactional. I'm so picky now at this point with my life anyway, just because of how my life is. It comes with the territory. Once you make your first post, and that's going to be your source of income and or entertainment, it's going to come with the territory. Now, it's on you if you feel that once you get to know me, and that's going to help me determine there, because I'm going to see if you're a client or someone that's really trying to get to know me. If it's just something being cool. But I bet you I probably got more books on my bookshelf than you. It's just all of that, But I get it. I get what they see. I know what we're selling. We are selling an image. And it comes with the territory.
How are your DMs looking? Let me bring it back. Let me ask this question. Yeah. How many penises is in your DM?
Not as many as you really think, because a lot of us try to drive it home about that, unsolicited dick pic shit. Like, I don't blast. I don't waste the energy to take your shit screenshotted and, they're not as bad as they were when I first started. And I think after a while of those who see what I come with, like, I'll cuss you out here. Nobody will even know what I've said to you, but you'll never be back on one. You want to eat pee straight.
That's a bold statement, man.
Yeah, you want to eat pee straight. Because I'm gonna ask what I can do with it. And if I come with what I say, what I want to do with it, you won't show me again. Can I put it in the lock? Can I step on it with my boots on? Can I tie it up? Can I?
No.
All right.
No. We're gonna keep it moving. Okay.
That'll shut them up real quick.
You see, I'm trying to change the subject. You see, I'm trying to change the subject, and I know my penis ain't in your DM, and I'm trying to change the subject. Jesus. Woo. Okay, so you said that something going back to intimacy.
Yeah.
How can we? Well, I'm keeping it black. What are we missing, and what can we do to get it where it's literally that one word can just bring everything together?
Oh.
Because you got the sexy rares out there. You got the men watching the pornos, and you see this, and it's like when they get with a woman, the first thing they thinking, and I'm gonna go keep saying it, Pound Town.
They do. I get approached with individuals thinking that they finna come in here and use all this on me. Like they instantly thinking, ooh, I bet you be. There's a whole vetting process. This ain't even just what you see on here. This is a whole vetting process. And more than likely, you're not even qualified to even do anything of this to me. You don't qualify. So it sucks. Because like I said, I know what we're selling. I know what it looks like. And of course, everyone isn't required to give this whole bio on, I'm a woman and this and that and respect. Like it's such a fucking slippery slope. Of course, we all want respect. Of course, we know, everyone isn't equipped to respect that this is a hustle or whatever. And you can still take me home to your mama. Like, because a lot of the times, like I said, what women are taught, men are taught too. Yep. Not taught to decipher. You ain't bringing a hoe home. You need to bring that. Hoes don't be wives, and whatever array of what a hoe looks like to someone. Mm-hmm. You can't bring no. So why do I even have to treat you like that? I never forget. I had a conversation with a guy. He was like, I mean, yeah, you see Michelle Obama, I already know, she respectable, whatever. I said, because that's the package that's sold to you. Yeah. We know there are different. Michelle Obama can't run the whole ecosystem. We need hoes too. There has to be a balance. Everybody ain't gonna be no housewife.
Come on, say that. I'm gonna play that again. We need hoes too.
Hoes balance out the ecosystem.
Yes,
it is a real thing. Everyone's not equipped to be a wife. Everyone doesn't want to be a wife. Everyone doesn't want to be a mother. I know what society has told us, what's written in this book of what we're supposed to do, but you don't want all the kids, and your mama got. Y'all ain't even got the same daddy.
And don't forget, in the Bible, God said, "Be what? Multiple, fruitful, and multiply." And if and for those, if you just go read the first 5 chapters of the Bible, God told a lot of people to get to it. Don't waste time.
Yeah. So, I always tell people, y'all forget sometimes y'all grannies were hoes before she was y'all granny.
And that's why I be looking at my mama sometimes.
You have to
because I know
just have this conversation.
I know it was a point in her life where she did what she did because is a blue leather dress my mama used to wear and I used to hate it.
Come on,
but go ahead. But don't know that anybody heard. But go ahead, Beauty Floor.
I want moms to be more honest with their sons and stop selling them this unrealistic ass shit. It's not real. You weren't always mama. You weren't always big mama before all the grandkids or whatever. My grandmother made she rest 9 kids. My
grandma, 2 kids, 2 different husbands.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, but you come look at me or anyone else, well, I ain't, body count, whatever. Body count. Your whole family is an example of body count. Your whole family tree is an example of body count. And it can go even deeper than that. Of the shit that y'all not talking about that's going in your family. But I digress. But it's
no. If you want to go, we go there because we know there's some incest going on.
It's some real shit, and even more so. I gotta find his terminology again because it made me think about when Marlon Wayans was talking about his now late mother. This mother-son dynamic thing of my son is my king and this, that, whatever. Do you know how many fucked up men there are that put women on unrealistic pedestals because of what their mom say or how their mom was? The coddling, which is very disappointing. It's exhausting to be with someone like that. It's a lot. It's truly a lot. And it's like, well, he was your son before he was my man. And I'm supposed to unpack all this shit and fix this. This was yours first. He saw what you were doing. And sometimes a lot of men, they don't say it all the time because it's their mama, but they resent their moms for their behavior. And sell them some sense falsehood of what they see what mama was doing. And then they get out in the streets and they see other people. You didn't get them school clothes because your mama went to work. She was in a bind. Tell Mr. Willie Earl, you said, hey, so we can go back in and talk. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Girl, Ms Beautee keep talking, it's going to be a part 3.
Don't play with me.
Don't play. Okay.
It's a real thing. It's real out here. But you get on Beyonce Knows internet and talk about what you not gonna put up with, whatever. And I know that's how the back and forth starts. It's a real thing. I know it's a back and forth, but it's like accountability is real on both parts.
Yes.
Accountability is real. Pulling the blinders back and not making something so structured. No one is living one way at all. Right. Not at all. That's not real. And now you're living in this fantasy of what you see. That's a whole nother topic. The whole Black excellence thing, that's a whole nother topic. But it's this false sense of something that you see that is so many layers to that shit. But then when you try to go do that, you're not doing the work. A lot of motherfuckers like that don't live happy. They live to please other people. They're not fucking. They're not fucking each other. They take pictures and take trips to each other. They're not fucking.
Summertime.
They don't even like each other. They in my DMs by my feet pics. They ain't fucking.
Summertime in the cap, we got Ms Beautee here going in. I'm just telling y'all now there will be a part 2. It will be
I'm with it. I'm excited already.
It probably. Oh well, I know for a fact because Quitter just texted me. So you're go ahead and put it into your calendar. You're back on season 8 because our season 8 start up in September.
Nice. Yes. Perfect.
Now let's get to it. That first time you took that picture and you posted it. What was that feeling like? Was it like, let's get started, or like, I don't know how they're gonna react?
I've always been comfortable with my body and everything. Even my vanilla stuff was a little more sensual, a little more, So I was like, oh, bet, my life is not this anymore or whatever. Bet, let's go. Let's go.
So the first time. Wait a minute. We're going. Keep talking. I'm listening.
Yeah, it wasn't even. I pulled the trigger. Like it wasn't even all right. But I also knew because, like I said, I was part of what we call like the pandemic sex work rate. Like a lot of us kind of came into this. People weren't working, and nobody getting no makeup done. At that time or whatever.
Can I ask this question? Who really cares?
Right. So nobody was getting makeup done. Nobody was really doing anything. We were home. So I've always had, sex work friends as clients and whatever. And I was like, let's do it. Because like I said, I was into BDSM already. I was like, well, let me make this a little more sensual.
Okay, you said, hold on, I got to stop. You said it again. What is what is it?
BDSM.
What is
bondage?
That? Bondage. Discipline.
Dominance. Submissive.
Slave. Okay.
Alex.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I get. I'm with you.
Right. And masochism. And I'm a masochist.
Let's go. Keep talking.
I felt all of this.
I bet you have.
I enjoy pain. I enjoy stuff like bamboo sticks. I enjoy pinwheels. My floggers. Yeah, all that. Yeah.
And
so I just pulled the trigger. And you know what? I felt like people were gonna be like, oh shit, the husband ain't there no more. So she really finna wild out. If you knew me, you knew what I was about, you knew what I was into, it's just a step up. It's just, of course, there's certain things I wasn't doing because I was a wife, And even though with that, like I was still doing certain things, but of course not as full-fledged as I'm doing now. Like what my life is, like nobody's really shocked that I'm into what I'm doing.
So do you feel like when you started doing, you was like, this is my lane. I should have been started doing this.
Yeah, I really did was a part of that. Like, damn, maybe I should have. But I was like, you know what? What was in my life? What was in my space at the time? I couldn't have done it so freely and comfortably. My whole second room now is my makeup space and my content room. Mm-hmm. So this is where I work. So I get to pick and choose. I get to kind of put both together. When you get into that part of it, the not safe for work stuff, you'll be amazed at what people are into. I have clients that are into nose fetishes, yawning, burping, lipstick smudging,
It's so much.
It's so much. Granny panties, I had a really good granny panty last week. A good $250. He was great. Yeah.
Oh my Jesus. This is new to me.
People that like nostrophilia, like to look at people, like, do you breathe into the camera? Like flare my nostrils.
And that gets them going.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought
he was watching the solo masturbation clip. He was a subscriber, and he screenshot a part. He was like, this is beautiful. I'm naked and oiled up. He was like, this is cool, but can you just do this for me? Can you just breathe?
Yeah,
I said,
yeah, you can put your bra on, you can put your drawers on. Let me just get that nose, boo.
That's it. And I was like, that? He was like, here's payment, da da da. And even a lot of times with people that have little like different quirks, and I don't kink shame. And there are things I won't do, age play, blood play, some scat. It depends on how it is. Like water sports, it depends. But some things I'm just as off limits. I'm not acting like someone's mama. I'm not acting like a little girl. I'm not acting like I'm a slave. I'm not acting like, because these are real. Like, you'll be amazed. This
no, hold on. Let me, because what you talk about, I'm not even vanilla. I'm like, in the factory, because I knew about feet. That I was like, okay, I get that. There was for guys, they like to get peed on. I knew about that. What else did I know about? Smelling panties. I'm cool with that. I'm with that. What else?
You like food? Spotting?
What is that?
When you play in food.
Okay, so when it comes to food, and it's just me, I'm speaking for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with the taste. I like pineapple. So if I'm eating a pineapple and it's not that you the pineapples for me, or you just ruin. Like, only thing I really can get with is probably whipped cream or jelly or ice cream. Ice cream.
Yeah.
I don't think you can mess up ice cream.
I was pissed because I was like, that was a good
Beauty, you would not skip past that. You did what with spaghetti?
I did some splotching with spaghetti. So, like, with your feet, you rub it in or you play or, yeah.
Well, this world is wild, and I'm here for it all. And this is why we want to have this conversation, because there are some people out here like, you know what? I've been wanting somebody to do spaghetti on me, and here you is, and now they don't feel alone. And hey, listen, we all got a little freak in us.
And you know what I love about it? Like, for me, they're the best clients for me, because of course you get titties and ass is everywhere.
Everywhere.
I like to get down to the psychological part. Like, what turns you on about, like, I was squirting across the room and you was worried about what was in my nose, bro. He was like, yeah, of course you're beautiful, that's fine, but I just, how you breathe and how you sound and breathing in the camera. And I was just like, word? Okay. And you know what's crazy? When you do the off the wall stuff, you kind of get your hand in the way. It's like, fuck, I was just coming. Like, you're naturally breathing hard when you're coming. Like, now I got to do this shit, and I got to come up with a script because it's a whole production. Like, I do a whole production.
I've seen the work. I've seen the
I
work.
do a whole production. So
nothing you telling me is going over my head. Nothing you telling me going over my head.
It's a whole production. Like, I'm in the space of, all right, I had a long day and you want to watch me masturbate. And even all the way down to like how the light has to be over my face. Like, I couldn't shoot with my ring light. I have to shoot with a different light because how the light looks in my eyes. Like, not to take away from what's in my nose. Like, they are so specific about certain things, but that's what get them off. And I have a kink for sound, oralism. So I do a lot of that. You won't see me sucking something all the time, whatever, but you'll hear me. You'll hear the throat movement, the wetness, all that, whatever. And I'll set it up to look like, you know how I used to watch flicks back in the day? There's like the static or whatever. Like, yeah. So
come on now. You ain't talking to a rookie
so
here.
I do content like that for people that's like me who don't always have to see what's going on, but the sound of it is beautiful. Like, I know I'm not the only one, but believe it or not, I don't need porn. I'll watch it, I make it, but I don't need it. I could literally escape and write a whole story in my head. And that'll probably, And that's what made me get into oralism, because it's like, I hear it. I know she's hot to him, but I'm not seeing it. And that's the sexy part about it. That's the real hot part about it, because it's like there's some mystery to it. There's nothing sexier and more seductive than mystery. And that's why a lot of people fuck up at. And how intimacy is a part of that. There's no mystery. There's no, I'm gonna send you a text while you're at work. Yes. And I thought about I thought about what we did last week. But also, I'm gonna make you watch me masturbate, but you can't touch me. That's some bonding moments of happening there. That's power exchange. That's a safe space. That's about control as well. And now you're talking about some I am woman, I'm man, hear me roar. But like, how long can you stay there and watch me do what I do because I'm turned on by you? That's some sexy shit. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just, oh my God, your voice going up and down with the, oh.
Thank you.
I get it now. Oh, I'm such a fan now, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank
you. I'm trying to, I don't want to hold you up because I got so much stuff and you add into it. I'm just glad you stopped killing my questions. Okay, so now let me ask this way, because you are a beautiful Black woman.
Thank you.
And there are some men of the other color, who have their fetishes and kink. Do you get approached by them?
Ooh, yeah.
Do they be? Yeah. Let me ask this question, and then the floor is yours. Have they ever tried to flew you out?
Yeah. I don't do meetups. Yeah, there's an underbelly of age and race play that society, if you're not in this world, everybody have an idea about it, those that caught whatever. But there's a nasty underbelly. And I'm finna take it a step further. It ain't just them. There are Black people that like to be monkeys, this, that, whatever. There's a movie it's probably on Tubi. What is the name of that fucking movie? I'm gonna send you the link. I was talking about this before a couple of times on my Twitter. After a while, he got bored with what he was doing in his life and who he was dating. The only way he could get off is if he was caged up with a white man putting him in a cage and talking crazy to him.
So, oh my God, I don't know who you're talking about, but it's a dude. He's like that now, to where he's now having sex with transgender, because he's like, being with a woman is not the same no more. Like, he had to go be with a transgender just to get off.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And like I say, I have some very comfortable queer people in my life, and I love, and that are even married, that are married to women, and what their lives are in a healthy dynamic. That's a whole nother layer too, because we get a lot of this. Ain't no fucking way, but it's you can't yuck everybody's yum. But with that, it's truly a thing. Like, there's something in the psyche after a while. For me, like, I'm kind of going through BDSM burnout right now. So I'm not attending any events right now. I'm not doing any sessions. I have to recharge because after a while, you get burnout of anything. And if it's not really for a custom or whatever like that, or I feel like I need a moment and, I need to calm and I don't feel like having sex, then I'll get top. But it's the same thing, but it's just a little more twisted when someone gets off on the power exchange of something that is so deep rooted in our history that you get turned on from it. It's the real thing. Oh yeah, I've had them. Oh, or like, say if I get someone in their mind, sometimes they'll have a script and they're like, can you say this when you're recording a video?
Boy, that is deep. They give you scripts.
They give you a script and they're like, can you say this? And I'm like a fucking English teacher with a red pen. And I've turned a lot of people away from that. And a lot of those, as fucked up as it is, they pay the most money. They start out in the triple digits instantly. Nothing under 150. And it could be for a 5-minute video. For just a 5-minute video. Can you say this into the camera?
I am in the wrong business. I'll definitely say it for 150.
Right.
What,
You,
8'5"?
if they want you to say this, could be my, thank you, sir. I'm your nigga bitch. And da 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 da. Nigga, what? I don't think you know who you. Nigga, I'm from Arkansas. Do you know the shit that I'm like? I'm from the South, bro. Like, are you crazy? As some do it, they have. We have what we call hard nose and soft nose. So like what's your list? And like if when you go play at a party or whatever, when you should be vetting people, period. And there's a space where you ask a person, what are your hard nose? What are your yeses? What are your in the middles? You have to communicate these things because people will take advantage of that. So when you come with this, can you say I'm happy to be your black bitch, whatever? Whoa. I look so pro-black in these goddamn. I don't know what the fuck make you think that I'm okay with that. Can you say I'll be your master? Do you do meetups and can I spit in your face or whatever? Like, and I'm into certain things of spit play, but it's like that's with my partner. That's with who I'm with. Not no white man who wants to spit on me and degrade me. For him to get off of it. It is a real thing.
Jeez.
It's a real thing. Yeah.
So, because I'm looking at the time, but let me ask this question because you did say you have to relax. What do you do what do you do for yourself to like let me take a time for beauty so I can get myself back to where I need to be? Because I mean, for those who are not paying attention, those are not just stuff. Those she uses those stuff. So what does beauty do to bring it back home?
Yeah. Especially after sessions. Anybody that's doing anything of this should be doing aftercare. Now, whether if that's, hydrating, whatever your favorite snacks are, whatever your favorite blanket is, whatever your favorite show, whatever, you have to come down off of that because all that shit is cranked up. So usually once I'm done with events or whatever, something like this, or a scene that I'm shooting professionally, I'm done for like a week or so, or even a little bit longer. Like I kind of get in and out of it because I'm creative on both sides of my life, the makeup world and this. And like I said, they both intertwine. So I'm taking a break from this right now because my vanilla life has been so busy.
Gotcha.
So, and a bitch go to therapy. I got my therapist before I got my divorce lawyer. Because I knew I was going to need the tools to heal first. Whatever what I was going to go through, I needed to be equipped. I told my therapist, shout out to Dr. Crystal. I said, I'm going to make a life-changing decision and I'm going to need you to hold my hand. So therapy, that's a part of it too. And my plants, I got 35 plants. So
there we go. I know about your
35 plants. I live close to, one of my favorite bookstores. I spend time with, my tribe. I'm so blessed to have who's around me that was here before the noise. So I have places to escape and things to pour into that. Sometimes I fucking forget, like, oh shit, I ain't shot no content in like a month. Like it happens, especially when you understand that it's a portion of who you are, but it's not everything. And some people don't have that escape. They go hard because and be clear, I've been in the space of doing this for survival before. So when you in it for survival mode, you don't have anywhere to escape. There's no escapism whatsoever. It's just who you are. And some people don't know how to turn that shit off. That's how I could tell sometimes when I used to work for a very famous makeup brand. And the girls that would come into the store, I knew who were dancers. They didn't know how to turn that shit off. They would talk to me as if they were trying to sell me something. And I'm like, baby, this ain't the stage. What lipstick do you want? Because they don't. That's the hustle. You gotta have something outside of the hustles. And everything that you enjoy doesn't always have to be monetized. I love what I do sometimes with my makeup, mentoring people or whatever. It's not about a bag, or even sometimes with this, who I share information with, where to get your first blogger from or whatever. It's not always about that. but you gotta have something to take yourself out of it, or you will fucking drown. And burnout is real. Ow!
Summertime, man, calf, man. Just
Let's
know that
go.
it gotta be, it's gonna be a part two. Part two, because I didn't know we was going to get to the stuff, but I know I wanted to have this conversation because
Yeah.
it's not just about the sex and all that.
Absolutely.
It's so much behind it that people just don't get.
Yeah.
And you said a lot tonight, but I know for a fact it's a lot of stuff we didn't touch, but we're gonna get to that now. Before I get you out of here, Ms. Beautee, we do have our Cal podcast questions.
Yes.
Some of the questions gonna be one or the other. Some of the questions you got to fill in the blank. But
Okay.
I know for a fact that you're not gonna play us and not answer. So here we go. First question
All
is
right. Let's go.
love or money?
At this age, no, for real. Shit. Whoa. Real talk. Ooh, fuck.
I just want to let you know we got like 11 more of these to go. So this is
Okay. Honestly, love. Because sometimes when I feel happy, I feel motivated to go get the bag.
financial literacy or health literacy.
Ooh. Believe it or not, health will take you further. Because sometimes you can't get to that bag when you're sick.
Ms. Beautee, what is your love language?
I love to touch. Yeah.
Now this one you could pick 1, 2, but you can't pick all 3.
Okay.
T-shirt and panties, lingerie, or nothing at all.
How many I can pick?
You can pick 2. Can't pick all 3.
Okay.
You
I'm
can
mute
pick
most
one.
of the time.
You can pick
I'm
one.
muted in one of my robes most of the time. I'm always in a satin robe. If not, I'm in like a tank and some panties.
So nothing at all and T-shirt and panties. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Beautee, how can you tell when somebody value you or just desire you?
Either one or both.
Both. How can you tell?
Desire, both of them, honestly, how they speak to me.
That's different.
How they speak to me. The verbiage that they use.
Let me write that down.
Yeah, verbiage. Words say a lot. Words say a lot.
Ms. Beautee, what have you learned about yourself in the last 5 years?
Ooh, baby, it's been a journey. Ooh. I'm happy that I got marriage and college and all that out of my way, like in my 20s to like mid 30s. This journey that I'm on now, going into like my, about to turn 40, it's no limit to what I can do right now. I'm happier than I've ever been. Even with the extra 20 pounds on me, I feel sexier. I feel more free than I was. And I never feel like I was shackled to anything or stuck in anything, but I'm more happy now. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna stop answering because it seems like there are more girls. And when I mean the thicker girls, they are more sexual active than your regular BBL and skinny girls.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what's going on with y'all, but I am here for it.
Because there's really nothing to kind of. I've always been curvy. I've never been super skinny. I came out with ass. I've always been 5'4".
You're from Arkansas. Let's not forget that.
So
let's not forget that. You're from
I am
Arkansas.
my grandmama's baby, so
please don't forget that part. You are from Arkansas.
It comes with a different type of confidence. And it fluctuates from time to time. First of all, you gotta have a different type of desire for yourself. And when nobody can fuck with that, when that's to your core of who you are, no matter what the fuck someone else say. And I also, if you know my story, I have a physical disability. So I have cerebral palsy on the right side of my body. I have nerve damage. So I was one of those babies that the doctors did not listen to this Black woman and snatched me out wrong. So driving a car, certain things or whatever, I can't do. But that ain't never stopped me from getting no dick.
I've been saying this forever. Fupa ain't never stopped. No show.
Yeah.
Makeup, All that, none of that, man,
Yeah.
please. But we're gonna save that for part two.
Absolutely.
Let me get back to these questions. Okay, where would you rather have sex, on the beach or the balcony?
Balcony, because I have a thing for voyeurism.
What is something that you accomplished in 2024 or going to accomplish in 2024?
Well, my scene that I shot with the fucking legendary Cinnamon Love. Our scene has been picked up for 2 horror film festivals. So in August, I'll be in San Francisco for a viewing of my scene with her, viewed by people in a theater.
Oh my God. You know, once again, off topic, Cinnamon was the first black porn I saw. And I'm talking about real, not that cable.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let me keep going. I could be here all day.
That's my mentor. I love her deep.
Which would you rather get, a long love text message or a long love letter?
I love writing. I still write letters. Yeah.
Ms Beautee.
Ain't hurting at all.
Ms Beautee, how long should good sex last?
Believe it or not, for me, I don't have to be all night. I would even say a good 30, 45 minutes, almost like 45 minutes max. I'm gonna be tired. Like, I'm gonna watch Dayline. Like, if when it's good and it's passionate like that, like, because after a while, you both start to check out. Now you just doing some shit. And it's a real thing. Now you thinking about, oh, I gotta fucking put some gas in the car tomorrow. Oh, but you still going. You want your nut. Yeah. Let's break this shit up. Hit me up later on while I was making your lunch or something.
There we go. How important is foreplay?
Foreplay is a fucking must for me. I'm too mental. I'm too spiritual for it. And that's part of why I'm probably more selective in my sex life now. Because people lack the relationship with intimacy. And that intertwines with foreplay. And everybody don't know what the fuck they're doing. And I hate it, but it's like, I know we mentioned 50 Shades is a staple, but that shit is such fucked up because it's not real. But I know what it is. It's the books. It's a fantasy. But yeah, that's not real foreplay. I like the foreplay to start before we even get in the room. Like I said, text me.
And I've learned so much about foreplay dating older women.
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing. I'm not ashamed to say it. I learned about foreplay like when we started the podcast, 2021. I learned about foreplay like 19.
Yeah.
2019. Like I never had to do it though. But that's
the thing, because a lot of times we don't speak up. We don't speak up for what we really fucking want because we feel like rejection is hard. Well, babe, I just want you to hold me a little bit more before you start plowing at me. But damn, I'm trying to, because it's a bounce. It's this thing of fucking with the man's ego. Well, I'm gonna shut up and just go with the flow of what this is. It's a real thing.
Ms Beautee, if money, health, and time wasn't an issue, what is something that you would start today? If money, health, and time wasn't an issue, what is something that you would start today?
Doing more charity work. I love charity work.
This question, we actually stole it from My Expert Opinion. They had an episode where Killer Mike was on, and it got into a heated discussion because there was this dude, they was talking about black people, and Killer Mike say, okay, that's all good, but tell me something that you like about black people. And one was like, I like the food, I like the way. He was like, nah. Yeah. That's too generic. They like food. Tell me something that you specifically love about black people. At a room full of black men, there was only one guy, and he gave 2 answers. I'm not going to tell because I don't want to mess with your answers. Yeah. But what is something that you specifically love about black people?
We have our own language. We speak a language that we can speak to each other without even opening our fucking mouths. we speak in a way of, and it's still from trauma and all this other shit, and all we got, you know, it's one of those things. There's nothing like our language. No matter if it's chopped up, how the cadence, no matter what it is. I love how we have our own language. It's been bit off, all of that. But like I said, I can look at you across the room but you know what that means. Nobody can emulate that. I would say this too. How if someone, and I know every person or Black men don't think about this with being with a white woman, but like, I'm watching your back. I'm seeing everything that you're not even seeing, that you don't even have to even worry about. So the protection that we have from one another is unwritten. And I feel that's a safe thing to have, that I love about us, that it goes hand in hand. So, yeah.
So the answer he gave was Black people are the most forgiving people.
Yeah.
And we have the most resilience. We can bounce back from anything.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, those two, as I love them, they're the two that kind of make me the most angry sometimes.
Yeah.
We're so forgiving to invite a motherfucker to the cookout because they knew how to stay on fucking beat. No, you have to do more than that. And of course, I'm not saying you got to really be out here in the trenches with us, but you really have to fucking understand what it's like to walk this path as a Black person. And it's not always pretty. It ain't always the music. It ain't always the fashion. This shit is dark. This shit is scary. Are you equipped to deal with that? You got to earn that space. Fuck that. Nah. Keep dancing. You dance, nigga.
Ms. Beautee, if you could ask God one question, what would it be?
Nigga. No. Shit. Why must life be so complicated? Like, why does, and I know we need the lessons and all this shit, but why must life be so fucking complicated? It could all be so, what Lauren said, it could all be so simple.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you're trying to teach us, all of us? What's the point? What's the point?
And then the last question, because this is the cap, we got to talk about food, which, who has the better pancakes, Whataburger or Cracker Barrel?
The Plantation. I mean, Cracker Barrel.
And that's the name I'm going to stick with you. So Ms. Beautee, this is the part of the show where we give you the flow. You get to say what you want to say, promote what you want to promote, however you want to do it. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much for having me, first of all. Like I said, despite being under the weather, I got a massage the other day. Don't you know this shit open up your shit? Like, so I'm dealing with that right now. But I'm here, I persevere, push through as we do. Thank you so much for having me. If you're on my Instagram, Love Beauty XO, I have my link there for all my other links because you can't post it. Yeah.
No, you cannot.
We gotta move a little bit differently on there, but that link will take you to everything else.
Yes,
yeah. Be on the lookout for more of my content. Be on the lookout for my website later this summer. So a couple of things on merch and stuff like that. My thing is I want to get back to where we could be on somebody's wall, like a poster. Like I want to be on somebody's wall, like that up there. I want to be like right there, or oily ass and all. Yeah.
Hey, look, I don't mind buying the pictures and support, but let me say this, and I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Like, because I know I was like seductive and all that. We really didn't get too much detail, but I just wanted to have the conversation because I think like we're so missing out on so much stuff. And
absolutely.
You said something that was so big, and I hope women take it. When you with somebody, be free, be you.
Yeah.
And no matter what happened, if he think you're a hoe, that's his fault. He's gonna miss out being with you again. Like, I think we hold back when it comes to sex, but they don't know in the Bible, The man upstairs said, "Get to it with the right person."
Get to it.
So
Yeah, get to it and keep growing because things change and it's okay for the shit to change.
Yes.
It's okay. Change up some shit and within yourself. You're not who you were in your 20s that you are in your 30s. Be okay with communicating with what your changes are and not just to make someone else feel happy and satisfied.
Because there's a lot of women out here, these toys, they are not stop selling. It's like, yo.
They are not. They get stronger. Yo, I just got this the other day. So you can wear this around your neck. It's like a whistle.
And the other
it's
part
very sexy. This is something that a couple could use too. I know we'll talk about it the next time, but this is some sexy shit. Like, you know, he'll be in control of it because it'll be around his neck.
Ms Beautee, what I'm gonna have you to do, I'm gonna have you to wrap this show out. You could get if you want to just be sexy, be seductive in this show, in this for us. So how would you do it? Do I need to turn these lights off in here for me?
You ain't gotta turn your lights. I'll turn mine down a little bit over here. Let me see. Look.
Let me see how this gonna go. This gonna be good. Let me get my cigar ready. Hold on.
Get your cigar.
I'm ready. Hold on. I'm ready.
Get your cigar.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
You ready? How was your day? It's good?
It was good.
Good. You a little stressed out?
A little bit.
Yeah. Tell you what. Come follow me. Come take it out on me. You ready? You sure? I said, are you sure? Let's go.
Take my hand. Just take me. Take me. Just take me. I don't care where we're going, man. It's Cal Podcast, Summertime with Cal. We got Ms Beautee here with us. Just be on the lookout for part 2. I don't know where I'm looking. I don't even know if I'm looking at the camera or not. It don't even matter, man. We out here. Ms Beautee, thank you so much.
You're so welcome, baby. Have a good night.
G14 classified. That's good.
Headline, Starlight.
DJ Star.